Good evening and welcome to the evening news for today, Thursday, December 15, 2022. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Shootout at State House after Nigerian man stabs presidential guard and demands to see President Ali. Interpol engaged. Mayor NARINE MP DUNCAN get 200k bail after slapped with several charges. Man dies in ATV accident at KARRAU landing, and a man who assaulted pensioners back in custody for beating his own parents. Now for the news in detail. Drama unfolded this morning at State House, the official residence of the first family, after a Nigerian man showed up and demanded to see the president, stabbing a presidential guard and disarming another in the process, leading to a major shootout along Carmichael Street, Georgetown. As the Guyana Police Force continues to probe what is currently being considered a foiled assassination attempt, Interpol is being engaged to determine the history of the Nigerian who has been living in Guyana for only some 2 years. Here is our lead story tonight. Several civilian videos have since surfaced, capturing the moment a lone man tried to invade State House on Thursday in a foiled assassination attempt, resulting in a shootout at the Carmichael Street entrance to the presidential residence.
Running, coming here too.
But you got yes, sir.
Drive.
The first family, President Dr. Irfan Ali, First Lady Aria Ali, and their son Zaid are unharmed. Police said the suspect's 25-year-old Nigerian national, Bethel Chinzi, entered the Carmichael Street security checkpoint at around 7:30 hours and demanded to see the president. After being told by security personnel that he had to be processed, the Nigerian whipped out a knife from his bag and began to stab a presidential guard. That guard, identified as Tion Pereira, received 5 stab wounds about his body, including his neck. After attacking Pereira, the Nigerian succeeded in disarming a female security guard, and he then used her gun to open fire at the other members of the president's security detail. In turn, they began firing back at the suspect, who was injured during the process. Both the security guard and the suspect were rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, where they had to undergo surgery. While up to news time, no details had emerged about the condition of the security officer, the evening news was reliably informed that the Nigerian is currently in a stable condition. Investigators are waiting for him to recover to begin interrogating him about the incident. Meanwhile, President Ali has since visited the hospital to check on the well-being of the security guard, who was injured whilst fighting off the intruder. At the hospital, President Ali spoke with the doctors as well as relatives of the injured man. Crime Chief Wendell Blanham told this newscast that the Guyana Police Force is currently engaging Interpol to ascertain if the Nigerian has a criminal record. The Nigerian is employed with a cleaning service company. He had arrived in Guyana on March 13, 2020. Moreover, as the probe continues, police said a 9mm pistol and 7 9mm spent shells were retrieved from the scene. Based on reports, no civilians were injured during the shootout, but bullets caused damages to nearby buildings. For the evening news, Jemima Holmes. The APNU AFC has issued a statement condemning the security breach at State House. The opposition noted that it awaits more details on the incident, but condemns the resort to violence in any circumstances. Moreover, the opposition said it welcomes the news that the president and his family are safe. The Federation of Independent Trade Unions of Guyana has, in a statement, said it was horrified to learn of the attack earlier today on the official residence of President Dr. Irfan Ali. FITUG said that, like many Guyanese, it wonders what could be the motivation for the attack, but it hopes the incident is an isolated one and is not connected to any larger plot. Moreover, the body said it recognizes the bravery and heroism of the security detail which sprang into action to ensure that the situation was quickly brought under control. The Private Sector Commission of Guyana has also joined in condemning in the highest regard the attack that occurred at the official residence of the President of Guyana's State House. The PSC also congratulated the President's security forces for a highly effective and controlled response which saw the apprehension of the suspect. It noted that the effective and well-coordinated response of the armed forces also saw the situation being de-escalated quite quickly and no further injuries resulting therefrom. Coming up, U.S.-Canadian investors express interest in a Milo Falls hydropower project and neighborhood study hub launched for children of Tiger Bay environs. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
This Christmas, give the gift of life by protecting your loved ones against vaccine-preventable diseases. The Ministry of Health's nightly vaccination campaign continues throughout December at the Ministry of Health tarmac up to 7 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. Administration of the HPV vaccine for children begins from 9 years old. So come out adults and bring your children to get vaccinated against HPV. But that's not all. Since it's a season of giving, we are gifting back to school supplies to children receiving HPV and COVID-19 vaccines throughout December. Adults, gifts for you too when you are vaccinated at the Ministry of Health, Brickdam, on December 25th, 26th, and 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, contact us at 226-8171 or 226-3103. Vaccinate what you create. A message from the Ministry of Health and UNICEF.
FIFA World Cup 2022 is here and the Superbet is giving back to our loyal customers. Like and follow our Facebook page at SuperbetGY or Instagram account at Superbet_sportbetting to see how you can participate in our Predict to Win promotion and the Superbet's Happy Hour. Each promotion gives you a chance to win special prizes. Must be 18 years and older. Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly.
Optic offers great patient care that is tailored for my entire family.
At Optic, a wide selection of affordable optical frames and optical services are available to fit your budget.
At Optic, my family is provided with comprehensive eye examination and access to their ophthalmology services, all under one roof.
Optic takes pride in delivering exceptional customer service and a unique experience to you, our customers.
Optic Vision Care is a company that is Guyanese born and grown that will help you take care of your precious eyes.
Did you know that the government has funded the 2022 budget through oil revenues? Yes. Money earned from oil production offshore is being used to support projects in Guyana, including social programs like the increase of public assistance and old age pension, as well as cash grants to support the vulnerable members of society.
The Government of India is pleased to announce today that His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, will be the chief guest at the 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention.
The Government of India has been holding the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas (PBD) convention every year in the month of January to recognize the contribution of Indian diaspora in the growth and development of India. The occasion is also a time for the PIOs to find and connect to their roots in the land of their forefathers. The forthcoming 17th PBD convention is being held in the city of Indore in the state of Madhya Pradesh in India from the 8th to the 10th of January 2023. All members of Indian diaspora are requested to visit the website. Special discounts are available for a group of 10 persons or more. For group discount, please register as a group on the website. High Commission of India may be contacted for further queries, if any, by email or phone.
You're watching the evening news. Georgetown Mayor Ubraj Narine and Opposition Member of Parliament Sharon Duncan today made their appearance at the Georgetown Magistrates Court to answer several charges laid against them under Guyana's Racial Hostility Act. The duo first appeared before Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan to answer to several charges. The first charge alleges that on December 12 at Newmarket Street, Mayor Narine and MP Duncan intentionally transmitted a video attempting to excite racial division. They were not required to plead to this charge. The second charge states that Narine and Duncan, on the same date and location, attempted to incite hostility on the ground of race. They have both pleaded not guilty to this charge. The duo was then granted bail in the sum of $100,000 for each count, and the matter was adjourned to January 20. The pair were also arraigned in the court of the Georgetown magistrate Clive Nurse to answer to 2 counts of obstructing the free flow of traffic at Newmarket Street on December 12. They pleaded not guilty and were released on self-bail. While protesting against the removal of vendors on Newmarket Street, Georgetown, on Monday evening, Narine descended into making a series of serious accusations against the Guyanese president. Duncan also conducted himself in a similar manner. Narine had gone to the area after the Public Works Ministry had initiated action on Monday to remove vendors who are occupying spaces along Newmarket Street between Thomas and East Streets, following their being served with notices that they were impeding the flow of traffic in the vicinity. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding an ATV accident that occurred today at KARRAU Landing in Region 7 and left 1 person dead. The victim has been identified as 29-year-old Kenny Timmerman, who had been operating the all-terrain vehicle at the time of the accident at around 10 hours. Reports are that the man lost control of the vehicle and it crashed into a flight of stairs at a house in the area. A man who has been charged for assaulting his elderly neighbors is now back in police custody for beating his own parents. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports.
Permanent Hydropower called Vishal of Rotterdam Village, East Bank, Berbice, appeared in court on Tuesday on a charge of assault and threatening behavior committed on Diorati Nikram, 72, and assault on 43-year-old Vernon Kosher, his neighbors. The 38-year-old appeared before Magistrate Rabindranath Singh at the Albion Court. Both victims agreed to settle the matter for $30,000, causing the magistrate to dismiss the case. However, after the 38-year-old was released, he allegedly assaulted his mother, Joan Suku, and stepfather, Ganesh Suku. After being arrested by ranks of the Sisters Police Station over the offense and was being transported to Central Police Station in New Amsterdam, Hydropower, who was handcuffed, attacked a police constable who was with him in the back of the vehicle and escaped. Police Commander Shiv Prasad Baka said the constable had to seek medical attention. The Evening News understands that Hydropower was subsequently rearrested. Meanwhile, Hydropower appeared before the Magistrate Rabindranath Singh at the New Amsterdam Magistrates Court on Wednesday on a charge of assault committed on his parents. He was remanded until Friday, when he is expected to face 2 more charges, one for escape from loss to full custody and the other for assaulting a police officer. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
Investors from the United States and Canada have expressed an interest in the Amila Falls Hydropower project, which is expected to deliver a steady source of clean, renewable energy that is affordable and reliable, and is envisioned to meet approximately 90% of Guyana's domestic energy needs while removing dependency on fossil fuels. Here are the details from Bisham Mohammed.
Speaking to reporters on the sideline of an event on Wednesday, President Dr. Irfan Ali disclosed that investors from the United States and Canada have shown an interest in the Amila Falls Hydro project.
We are doing assessment now. We have quite a lot of interest and proposals from different bilateral partners. When I was in the U.S., I had a meeting with the Energy Secretary and her entire staff, and I mentioned this project and the importance of the project and opening up for the U.S. investors just as it's open up for any other investor. The Canadians have expressed some interest, so there's a lot of bilateral talks that are going on, and then we'll have to make a structured decision as to how we go forward.
China Railway Group Limited, the company initially selected to construct the Amila Falls in 2012, was once again granted approval to undertake the project in 2021. But in May of this year, Vice President Dr. Bara Jagdeo had disclosed that the project is at risk of being delayed and possibly retendered as China Railway had difficulties in meeting the contract obligations and once the financing model changed. As such, that agreement came to an end. President Ali has since indicated that the government will continue to pursue the Amaila Falls Hydro project even if it means it had to keep retendering again and again. The revival of the 165 megawatt project was one of the promises made by the People's Progressive Party Civic in its manifesto. The project was initiated under the previous PPC government but was scrapped by the coalition administration, which had controlled the National Assembly by a one-seat opposition majority. Bisham Mohammed, Evening News.
Children of the Georgetown community of Tiger Bay and surrounding areas will now be able to benefit from after-school classes, among other learning reinforcement initiatives, through a neighborhood study hub. Here is Bisham Mohammed again with the details.
The Neighborhood Study Hub is a collaborative effort between the Guyana government and the School of the Nations. In addition to the free classes, persons using the hub will also receive a free meal and all the materials needed for studying. Classes for the program will be held at School of the Nations and will be taught by teachers of the school. At the launching ceremony, President Dr. Irfan Ali explained that the study hub is just one of the many ways in which the government is integrating greater community involvement in the school system. To date, more than 85 children are registered with the program.
When we get the neighborhood involved, when we have community involved, when we have our teachers involved, when we have the Minister of Education who can walk through this community, the CEO, and sit with the students, then we will have a society that is built on care, where we care for each other, where we uplift each other, where we support each other. And those are the society that are the strongest, that has great foundation, that can withstand tests, that can withstand storms, that can withstand hardship. Because we learn to grow together, to support each other together, and also to be better together.
Education Minister Priya Manikchand emphasized that this program is expected to significantly assist families. As such, she called on them to reject naysayers who will try to discourage them from getting involved in the program.
We require from you, though, that partnership where there can be nothing and no one who will distract you from this purpose. Where once we stick this out, once we sustain this engagement, you know your children will be on a better path. You know your children will have better lives than you. And so that is required. Partnership is two people. Here it would be three: the government, School of the Nation, and you. And you. So you have to make sure you do your part. Reject people who will distract you from this, because they're coming. They're coming at you. I'm going to tell you that now. Reject them. Bring your children here. Benefit from this. And let's change your life together.
Neighborhood study hubs will be set up in other communities across the country, including Beirut on the east coast of Demerara, Bath in West Berbice, Kanji in East Berbice, and Suzaik on the east bank of Demerara. Bisham Mohammed, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbor Bridge is expected to be closed tomorrow, Friday, December 16, 2022 at 11 hours 30 and then again at 22 hours 30 for a period of 1.5 hours. The Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed tomorrow, Friday, December 16, 2022 at 10 hours 30 for a period of 1.5 hours.
President's Cup, Region 4 Tom Region 7 6-1, and Junior Hockey Team wins series in Barbados. Details of these stories in the Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp, coming up on the other side of the break.
This Christmas, give the gift of life by protecting your loved ones against vaccine-preventable diseases. The Ministry of Health's nightly vaccination campaign continues throughout December at the Ministry of Health tarmac up to 7 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. Administration of the HPV vaccine for children begins from 9 years old. So come out, adults, and bring your children to get vaccinated against HPV. But that's not all. Since it's a season of giving, we are gifting back to school supplies to children receiving HPV and COVID-19 vaccines throughout December. Adults, gifts for you too when you are vaccinated at the Ministry of Health, Brickdam, on December 25th, 26th, and 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, contact us at 226-8171 or 226-3103. Vaccinate what you create. A message from the Ministry of Health and UNICEF. This Christmas, give the gift of life by protecting your loved ones against vaccine-preventable diseases. The Ministry of Health's nightly vaccination campaign continues throughout December at the Ministry of Health tarmac up to 7 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. Administration of the HPV vaccine for children begins from 9 years old. So come out, adults, and bring your children to get vaccinated against HPV. But that's not all. Since it's a season of giving, we are gifting back to school supplies to children receiving HPV and COVID-19 vaccines throughout December. Adults, gifts for you too when you are vaccinated at the Ministry of Health, Brickdam, on December 25th, 26th, and 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, contact us at 226-8171 or 226-3103. Vaccinate what you create. A message from the Ministry of Health and UNICEF.
It's November already and soon it will be Christmas, so we at John Lewis Styles are giving away one Amazon Echo show every week in November and every day in December. Stream music and videos, make video calls and control smart devices, alarms, reminders and lots more. Every $5,000 spent gives you a chance to win when you shop for clothing, footwear, watches, fragrances, handbags, luggage and accessories. So visit us on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
This Christmas, guess what? You're guaranteed to save big right at National Hardware Limited. Shopping for Christmas trees? We've got all sizes from the traditional to the ones with a modern twist. Garlands, wreaths, lights, and Christmas inflatables are what you need to bring that Christmas cheer. Out with the old and in with the new. We've got curtains, carpets, and so much more to spruce up your home for the holidays. Save time too, and get presents for both boys and girls, whether big or small. National Hardware has you covered in more ways than one this holiday season. Check out our superstore at 13 to 14 Industrial Site, Rumvelt. Telephone number 231-1091-95. Or downtown at 17 to 19A Water Street. Telephone number 227-1961.
The Government of India is pleased to announce today that His Excellency Dr. Mohammad Irfan Ali, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, will be the chief guest at the 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention.
The Government of India has been holding the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas (PBD) convention every year in the month of January to recognize the contribution of Indian diaspora in the growth and development of India. The occasion is also a time for the PIOs to find and connect to their roots in the land of their forefathers. The forthcoming 17th PBD convention is being held in the city of Indore in the state of Madhya Pradesh in India from the 8th to the 10th of January 2023. All members of Indian diaspora are requested to visit the website. Special discounts are available for a group of 10 persons or more. For group discount, please register as a group on the website. High Commission of India may be contacted for further queries, if any, by email or phone.
American-made Generac pressure washers from Sylvie's Variety Store gives you the power you need to blast away dirt and grime. Providing the perfect cleaning power for any tough jobs around the house or business. From 2,500 to 4,000 PSI. So get the Generac pressure washer today with all the parts and accessories available from Sylvie's Variety Store.
This Christmas, give the gift of life by protecting your loved ones against vaccine-preventable diseases. The Ministry of Health's nightly vaccination campaign continues throughout December at the Ministry of Health tarmac up to 7 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. Administration of the HPV vaccine for children begins from 9 years old. So come out, adults, and bring your children to get vaccinated against HPV. But that's not all. Since it's a season of giving, we are gifting back to school supplies to children receiving HPV and COVID-19 vaccines throughout December. Adults, gifts for you too when you are vaccinated at the Ministry of Health, Brickdam, on December 25th, 26th, and 31st from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, contact us at 226-8171 or 226-3103. Vaccinate what you create. A message from the Ministry of Health and UNICEF.